I'm chair of the Charles Taylor Foundation, and on behalf of that foundation and on behalf of RBC Wealth Management, our marvelous presenting sponsor, welcome to the 2015 Shortlist announcement. Nonfiction presents a series of facts, it presents a series of truth, and the writers who craft those words, and for the readers who read them, that can only exist in a free society. The events of last week made me reflect upon how at the RBC Taylor Prize, we believe all the writers of nonfiction have voices that need to be heard, that need to be heralded, and that need to be heeded. And we hold these values dear. No other area of literature deals with the issues of the day as clearly and directly as does nonfiction, and it needs to be unfettered. So I'm a little excited, and to get on with that excitement, it is now my opportunity to introduce Vijay Parmar. You will know Vijay Parmar if you've been here in the past or attended one of the luncheons. Vijay is the president of PH&N Investment Council of Royal Bank Wealth Management. But what you might not know about Vijay is last year he became a trustee of the Charles Taylor Foundation. So Vijay is being drawn more closely into the extraordinary web that is nonfiction reading.
From memoirs to biographies, social commentaries to historic reviews, nonfiction books provide us stories about real people doing real things in real places. And similar to the old adage, quite often, nonfiction truth is much more compelling than fiction. Each year, the RBC Taylor Prize recognizes Canadian literary nonfiction that best combines an elegance of style, quality of thought, and subtlety of perception. Simply put, the prize celebrates true stories well told. RBC Wealth Management has been the presenting sponsor for the last 4 years, and we're proud to do so, as the values of the RBC Taylor Prize coincide so well with ours: excellence, diversity, and integrity.
Within the foundation, Michael Bradley, who's with us today, David Staines, who's in Ottawa, Vijay Parmar, and I spend the bulk of our time trying to figure out what makes a good jury in any year. And so I thought I'd tell you about our process, what we find. We look for people who have achieved national prominence in their areas. We look for people who, because it is nonfiction, who understand the research involved in crafting good nonfiction. We look for people who have the ability to listen as well as lead. And above all, we look for people who understand the importance of narrative in the art of nonfiction writing. And this art of storytelling is something that cuts across most of the arts. And definitely in our multi-platform world, you're seeing it more and more these days. This year's jury comprises of 3 individuals: Kevin Garland, Andrew Preston, and our last juror is Martin Levin.
The first book and the citation I'll read for the 2015 RBC Taylor Shortlist is M.G. Vasanji for And Home Was Carriacou, a memoir of East Africa, published by Doubleday Canada. The second finalist, a shortlisted book for the 2015 RBC Taylor Prize, is Barbara Taylor for The Last Asylum, a memoir of madness in our times, and published by Hamish Hamilton, Canada. The third book on our shortlist, 2015 shortlist for the RBC Taylor Prize, is Plum Johnson for They Left Us Everything, published by Penguin Canada. The fourth book on the 2015 shortlist for the RBC Taylor Prize is Kathleen Winter for Boundless, published by House of Anansi Press. And the fifth and final book on the 2015 RBC Taylor shortlist is David O'Keefe for One Day in August, the untold story behind Canada's tragedy at Dieppe, published by Random House Canada.
There's not going to be a person in this country who will not know the quality of nonfiction writing that the RBC Taylor Prize represents. At the end of February, they'll all be here. They'll be taking part in 2 public readings, the first with IFOA, this year coupling with the Toronto Public Library, and the second at Ben McNally's Authors Brunch. I was going to say bookstore, I'm so used to saying that. But that's going to be on March the 1st. I hope everybody in this room takes part in at least one of the public events. And if nothing else, I hope to see you all on March the 2nd when we tell you the winner, well, actually the jury tells you the winner of the 2015 RBC Taylor Prize.